The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, three friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hey there, everyone. Before you go on and listen to the episode today, I just wanted to let you know that JumperScape is doing something very, very cool with a bunch of artists and a bunch of producers to make something incredible happen. We are producing Halo community calendars for 2025. It contains dates from in the universe, from out of the universe, the birthdays of some of your favorite organizations and creators. It's all there. You can find us on discord.gg/JumperScape if you want more information, or just search it up on Indiegogo or Google. You'll find it. 2025 Halo Community Calendar. It'll pop up. So please support it. If you support the Indiegogo, you'll get the calendar. If you support even more, you'll get a plushie. If you support even more, you'll get an exclusive game night with all of the artists who have joined in on this. We have a lot to offer. So if it sounds like something you'd be interested in, if you want a really nice calendar on your wall that is going to fit with your Halo collections, then please consider supporting us.
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to The Library, the show where we talk about Halo lore. And today we're talking about Halo Infinite. Regardless of how we feel about it.
We have a table now.
We do have a table, that's for sure.
Yeah, so you guys can see our dogs.
Sentence, today we're talking about Halo Infinite. It could mean any episode because I feel like it always comes up.
The possibilities with this episode are infinite today, aren't they?
Where are your fucking manners?
We have a table.
You can put your feet up.
Patreon
there.
members,
That
you can
was
see the
literally-
table.
Oh yeah, Patreon members, you can see the. I keep forgetting that.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks.
We're getting there.
We're almost there. We're talking about Halo Infinite today. I, of course, brought my favorite mug. I'll see if I can zoom in later, dude. It's my favorite. It's the Untitled Goose from Untitled Goose Game with the activation index running away from the Master
I thought
Chief.
it was from Left 4 Dead.
It's got a goose.
It is 100% filled with straight whiskey.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait, is
I
it?
don't believe you. Nope, it is.
Oh,
It's good stuff, too.
Where's ours?
You want one?
I'm good.
Kind.
You already have the Coke, so.
That's true.
I got Coke with lime because Wendy's is cool.
Underaged people listening to this, don't do what we're doing. We're doing this because we're coping.
I'm just drinking normal pop. You can do what I'm doing.
I drink responsibly.
It's Monday and we are all stressed out already.
Yeah. But that is the case. Drink responsibly first and foremost if you're just going to go and do that. Because otherwise it's just not fun. It's not fun at all.
And by drinking responsibly, drink safe amounts.
It is really fun though when you're the sober one and everyone else around you is drunk. That's hilarious. Anyway, so
Yeah.
Halo Infinite.
Right, guys?
no,
Actually,
no,
what?
no. It's not fun.
Wait, I didn't hear
It's
what
stressful.
Just move on.
Let's just move on.
He's gonna piss me off. He's gonna piss me off. Move on.
Before
He's
we
gonna
get
piss
to
me
the
off.
actual episode, I have a moral obligation to fulfill first.
What?
The Patreon.
Patreon.
Oh, yeah, we didn't do that last week.
No, because we couldn't. I just didn't have the lots of problems.
Do you have
last
it
week.
pulled up on your phone?
I do.
Dude, he's ahead of the game.
I pulled this up 2 hours ago.
Let's get rolling.
I mean, yeah.
He's prepared.
I'm prepared.
I got some things in the clear out in my throat.
Dude, I'm so mad that they didn't do that song justice in the remake.
They butchered it.
It's not live action either. The fact they call it a live action remake when there's only one shot that's real is so funny to me. If they animated on top of real footage, that would have been at least justified reason to call it live action.
These landscapes aren't pretty enough. Let's make digital ones.
Stay tuned for new show on September 9th where we're going to talk about this stuff a lot.
Lilo and the new Lilo and Stitch kind of looks like it might go hard. I'm not going to lie.
Oh no, of course.
It's a live action Lilo and Stitch, but they brought back the original voice actor for Stitch.
Haven't we
awesome.
only seen Stitch though? Like
Believe
just
so.
him.
Lilo was probably
Like,
just a
there was a
girl.
TV
Hawaiian
show.
girl.
I know.
There's a TV
Why
show.
do we have to see
What's the
anything
TV?
other than Stitch?
Because
the
he
Lilo
looks
and
good,
Stitch
but
TV
I
show.
just think every Disney live action remake has
I need to find that.
been balls.
What?
I don't know.
What does he say?
They're all bad.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They all suck. They're all pointless.
Yes. They don't change the plot at all.
Like, name one that is even close to as good as the original. There isn't.
I can't.
I'm thinking.
There isn't.
I haven't seen The Beauty and the Beast. Was that good?
I've heard it's literally identical, just with worse songs.
I mean, I figured it was supposed to, I think they're pretty much supposed to be identical. I think that's the point.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So
It's
anyway,
pointless.
before we get caught away with this,
Sorry, I'm very
just-
passionate
you're
about
fine.
this.
Hey, just letting you know, before we get to Patreon, the calendar, the Halo 2025 community calendar that we're putting together, it's been funded. Indiegogo, it's 100% funded, $2,500 raised.
Thank you.
But it's still open
You guys
for
are
19
awesome.
more days.
Buy
Because
more.
I should probably get one.
you probably, well, if I have some to spare, I can give you guys one. I just can't guarantee that I'll be able to give you guys one.
If I buy one, that'll guarantee it.
Yes. So that's the thing. The campaign is still open for 19 more days. If you want the calendar, more updates are coming out all the time if you want to see it in progress, but supporting it is going to be the only way you can get that calendar. The only other way is if you're going to Halo Championship Series Worlds in Seattle, where,
Seattle.
if you catch us at the right time and everyone else hasn't already cleaned us out, you'll get a calendar that's been signed.
Clean us out.
But that's probably not going to happen. We're going to get cleaned out. So, that's just kind of how it is.
I never thought of me signing something and then it having more value. It's a weird concept to me.
It is interesting. So, discord.gg/JumperScape if you want more information, or just go on to Google Indiegogo Halo 2025 calendar. It'll pop up. Otherwise, Patreon time. Starting off with, I want 500 cigarettes.
All right.
That's a great start. I've missed this.
Jacob Adlam. Oi, Cheyenne! Can we get it? Oh, wait. You don't have a mic. I forgot to give you one. Hey, open up that case there. The one underneath the camera. Yeah. Yeah. Open that. Take the mic on the right. Yeah. Is the green light on already? Yes. Okay, good. There's a button on the side that says like record or something. Just like hit that. And then it'll blink red or whatever. Yeah. Now it's recording. Now hold on.
It's not blinking.
Cool. Now they can hear you.
Hello.
If you need to set it down or clip it or whatever, just let me know. But yes. Oi, Cheyenne! Can we get an ara?
I don't know. That was bad.
Are you attempting a good one, or are we settling on that?
No, that's good enough.
Scion Esports, love you guys. It's default 456, Dark Salad 42, 500 grape Fantas.
I got some bangers this week.
Hey Shane, I fucking love you, man, a ton. Hounds of Meath. I'm definitely not going to say this one. Stop saying that. This name is throwing everybody off. Linda Murray.
Thank you for being a normal
Thank you for being real.
and real.
Thank you for actually existing.
Shout out for being born.
A real one. She's a real one, guys.
She literally. Spartan. Spartan Dave. The one. The only. Dick Hammerbone.
I have fun with that.
Cool Blazer, Discotheque Priest, Mo Maggot Y'all, Spartan Nabucco G156, Stably Unstable, Vermin, Addy Criminal, Connor Clark, Dapper Dame Dylan, 500 sopping wet yodeling pickles. Stopping wet. Ugh.
No, the
Okay, I'm not. Excuse me.
the terrible electronics and it would break if you.
Am I ignorant to this whole 500 thing? What is going? Is this just like?
It's a Star Trek meme.
You use as much time as you spent on TikTok. How have you not?
Have you not
It was
seen
from the Orville,
500
which was
cigarettes.
It was from the Orville, which was that Seth MacFarlane parody of Star Trek.
I don't think that was a parody.
It definitely was a parody.
I don't think they just made 500 cigarettes using the.
I'm just uncultured, I guess. I didn't know what. I'm like,
which is surprising.
You guys
I'm
are
gonna
all
look into this.
The show is
It
definitely
is.
a parody.
You're usually caught up.
I didn't know if that was. I'm like,
How long
dude.
did-
No, that was
Okay.
You're caught
I'm like,
up.
whoa.
What?
I'll look
It was a
into
whole
it.
show.
I know it was a show.
No, the whole show was a parody.
Oh, okay. Now I get what you're saying.
Never mind.
Lactating Gator, Lactating Milk MT, Last Dawn Reactions, Preacher, The Lactation of Mercy, Sky Cairo, Dadaroth, Ava, Flyboy, We're Going Down! Pfeiffer, he's the one that made the Pelican. Happy Birthday, Austin, that's late. JX
Whoa.
O'Malley, Keith077, Kid Puncher 2006, Mr. Shifter James Zellid, MX Doll, so Mex Doll or whatever.
That's a new one.
My name is, nope, not saying that again. Prophet of Lactation, saying Healy sauce sauteed and slightly glazed. Slap
Ew.
Nuts, Tucker, Zealot of Lactation, Tecovadamai, or Tico, whatever it is. Aussie ODST, Damian Groth, Ethan, thanks Daddy Austin for being my protector, XOX. Who are you?
Who are you protecting?
I have no idea. Ginger Boy Head Ass. Hayden, the f you mean? Hamilton, keep your fucking dogs in the kennel. Now with this table, you have
They
no
can't
idea if
see.
my dogs are out.
Yep, can't see the dogs.
Pity
What's Connor
104
did.
Pity 104.
I'm still exposed to the world.
Pity 104 is shitting fire, James. We can't have any mother a fucking nice things around here. Not with the cat being a shit ass breaking shit.
It hasn't broken anything.
What?
All right.
Excuse me?
We already solved this last time, but the bodies are buried at 61.213456 north, comma 36.734527 west. It's in the middle of the ocean.
Like right below Greenland.
Yeah, right below Greenland.
It was
Yeah.
right below Greenland.
The chaplain, the oldest living Halo fan, the goob, these gosh dang motherfuckers in this fucking council keep getting us cool shit.
Okay.
That's real.
Everyone's being a little aggressive
believe it.
today.
They're making me yell because I know that they full send. Listen, if I need to tone it down, you guys will tell me, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, probably not. X3TN, yay! It's Council of Patreon name's Lactating Snake Nipples' birthday. Is it really? Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Unless we're late, then happy
Senor
birthday.
Snake
500 grown tubes, please.
Ew.
That's what they're called?
Ew. I don't like
The are called grown
Now
tubes?
I know they're called grown tubes. I'm assuming it's always.
Alex Spartan number 30, Claude Spark 5970, Garrus Vicarian, Halo the Guy, Iskari, Kiri, Huli, Mad, Jeremy, Random Swede, Schnoogans, Tommy Lane, UNSC Proportional Response, Warm Apple, wait, hold on, you're not the last one. There's someone below you now. You don't have to be rampant to work here, but it helps. And last but not least, I'm going to try to my best to make sure that you're always last and least. I mean, not least, my bad.
Proportional Response is a great name, by the way.
Warm Apple Swouse. Love you. Now, before we get on, we have one more thing to do, and that's go into our reviews, because there's been a certain story that we haven't read, because there's always one of us missing, but this time we're all here.
Yay.
I gotta leave.
2 or 3 weeks.
I gotta go.
How long has it been?
Would you like to know?
2 weeks since we've had all four of us here.
Yeah, Shane was missing 1 week, and then I was missing one.
You guys are going to be so done if I'm missing for a week.
Nuh-uh.
It's
we'll
happened
figure it
once.
out.
You were terrified the one time that I thought that I was going to not be here.
Not because of the hosting thing, but because of the Halo knowledge thing. And you already had a guest set up, so I was like,
Yeah.
So yeah,
guess it really
that was
would've-
horrifying.
It depends. I forget what the topic was. I feel like we could have been fine depending on the topic.
You
weren't here.
You weren't
Shane,
here.
either. It was just me and James down there. And then Austin was in a McDonald's.
Could you imagine if it was just me and Connor and a guest who, apologies, actually I don't remember which guest it was at the time, but I remember I did not do my studying. So I would have been like, so you do content, isn't that cool?
You do stuff.
See, this is what
What's
you do.
the topic this week again, Connor?
This is what you do in that situation, just for the future. This is what you do. When you have a guest that you don't know about quite yet, just have them explain that I'm saying I'll do it every episode anyway.
Tell the audience what you do. Tell
Yeah, like,
the audience
because
about
at the
yourself a
beginning,
little
you
bit.
already know the bit of a behind the scenes. At the beginning of every episode, before we start recording, I'll tell them, hey, I'm not going to introduce you. I'm going to have you introduce yourself and explain what you do. So then in the future, if I have a content creator that I don't know, which so far has not happened yet, and I haven't watched any of their content, I could just be like, yeah, welcome to the show. Hey, you're going to introduce yourself and what you do. And then he'll do it, and I'll be like, that's crazy. I love
crazy.
it.
It works.
It does.
That does work.
Anyway, Halo Stranded part can't see it because the phone is too small. 5 stars from UNSC. Age is Fate. This is the story of where we're ODSTs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Neat.
So I'm guessing this is like part 3 or something. Disclaimer: this story is not canon to the Halo universe, but uses weapons, vehicles, and characters from the universe, including us. All rights to Halo are the property of Microsoft, Xbox, and 343 Industries. It'd be kind of cool to be actual characters. This is never going to happen. Although I would settle for one of those cameos like what Conan did in Halo 4.
Yeah.
Stand in front of the box, but don't look at him.
Put our voices in. That'd be fine with me.
Austin is the team leader. James is CQC. Shane is the explosives expert. Heavy gunner, and Connor is the sharpshooter.
I'm a sharp. What?
Hmm.
Who had the heavy gunner again? Yeah, we're trading.
Yeah, Shane's the heavy gunner. So
That's just like I just think of our Battlefield roles when we played Battlefield.
I think of our Wildlands roles.
that
That really
'Cause,
was
like-
the old Battlefield roles.
Yeah, 'cause,
Yeah, you were the battlefield recon sitting on the aircraft carrier, not doing anything.
Kind
My
of
longest headshot's 1,942 meters in Battlefield 4.
P.S. I wasn't able to listen to the Community Thursday episode 70 because of its explicit nature. So if you read part 2 on that episode, I want to know if you want me to re-release part 2. I can just ask. Okay, re-release part 2. We completely missed it.
Do it.
And also, sorry about the explicit natures. I was not going to go through and censor all of that without having Marks, and I wasn't going to have Mark go through and mark all of it himself. So,
Yeah.
His name's Mark?
our editor, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, he
This
changed
guy.
his name finally because, and like in the Discord, he changed it to just Mark, so then people know his name.
Oh.
I think I'm the only person that he's ever been on a team with that I'm just like, hey, Mark, instead
Hi,
of
Mark.
It's just because I hate
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Shadow.
Oh, okay, now
It's because I don't like calling people by their usernames if I can help it. Like if I can learn someone's name, I'm going to try to learn their name.
Okay, Lasso.
A-Dog.
I like his better. All right, here we go. I've been practicing doing audiobook narration, so this is going to be great. Should I try to do impersonations of you guys when you guys talk?
Yes.
I'm very intrigued.
I very much want to hear
boy.
what that sounds like.
12:34 hours. 10th of June. Darkstar 4 in Darkstar
My birthday's
system.
tomorrow.
Oni base is 98. True. 1.5 miles below ground level. Spiraling mountain. I was polishing first person. I was polishing my MA5B while the rest of the team got ready. If this is my perspective, then that's perfect since you obviously knew I would be the one reading this. Connor sat down in front of me, began cleaning his SRS 99 rifle. That's the sniper rifle, Connor.
I know.
Pure offense.
I feel like
wiped
you, I
across
feel like
his
you
face.
didn't know that.
He did.
You didn't know that.
He didn't know.
You definitely didn't know that. You definitely didn't
I'm
know
giving
that.
him credit. I think he figured.
Because that was the role I was given.
Nothing better than the smell of gun oil in the morning, he said. You need a girlfriend then, James yelled. That comment made the room erupt into chuckles.
I'm sorry.
You. Superintendent Jingle is in there, but I'm going to say the word. Shane and James sat at a table and got to work on their kit. Shane was modding his belt so he could hold the Havocs he had to carry. You just straight up carry Havoc nuclear warheads?
I
guess.
I thought that was the machine gun.
He's the explosives expert
that's
too. Yeah. Gosh, keep up.
Keep up.
Pay attention to my role, thank you.
So anyone else wishing we were going to get shore leave? It's been close to a year since I saw Ashton, James said. Damn. Try waiting for 2.5 years and get back to me, I replied. I haven't seen Cheyenne since our homeworld was glassed. I don't even know where she is nowadays.
Oh my god.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Damn.
You guys got glass.
Are you okay out there in the Outer Rim?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would you join the insurrection against the UNSC and their regime, or would you try to find whatever recruitment office and try to join up with them?
Are those my only options?
I mean, I suppose if you want to be a farmer, you could go ahead and do that, but most of them die.
I'd just have a really big, gun in the farm.
A gun farm.
A gun farm.
Yeah.
Awesome.
the classiest of farms.
The 9mm is rising nicely this time of season.
And just have cows with, cannons strapped to their back or something.
That's wild.
I can vibe with that.
All right. Well, luckily for me, I don't need a girlfriend, just my trusty rifle, Connor said while petting the SRS-99. You would do that. There has been a lot of speculation among the team on why Connor did this. James thought it was because he couldn't find a girlfriend. Shane thought it's because he had too many combat drops and was going crazy. I leaned towards the insanity because of the way he pets the rifle.
All three are valid answers.
Connor, quit groping the rifle and finish your kit, I yelled. He gave me a sour look and got to work. I didn't realize that Shane was gone, but he re-entered the room carrying 4 Havocs.
My god.
Anyone else think that's overkill? Connor asked. It's the Covenant. There's no such thing, Shane replied. I grabbed a few magazines off the table and strapped them to my waist. I grabbed another and threw it into the receiver of the MA5. Which one is it? You said MA5. There's the B, C, D, K, and F.
We're fighting the Covenant.
It's probably the C.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, what year is it again?
It was 12.
We're fighting the Covenant. I just kind of was like, okay, I guess
The year was not stated.
yeah.
Well, if it's pre-2550, it's probably a B.
B, maybe.
Perhaps. I cycled the rifle with a satisfying snap. James grabbed a shotgun and quickly loaded it, then grabbed some extra shells. We all ready? I asked. They all nodded. Okay, when we drop into hell, which way do we go? We go feet first, sir, they shouted. Nice, Tarkov Halo story, now streaming. Season 2, November. The launch bay had 10 mass driver launch tubes that would launch our pods 70 miles up. After that, we would fall right into the enemy's necks. That's wild. I don't know if I've ever seen that, so if that's just made up, I love that concept. Just throw the people. After that, we would fall right into the enemy's necks. The pods were loaded upside down so we could reposition them right side up in orbit and make easier course adjustments. I got into my pod and shut the door. The mass driver hummed to life and the pod slowly moved, which then quickly into a gut-wrenching 200 meter per second acceleration that sent straight up into the atmosphere. Once we got there, we inverted the pods and adjusted the trajectory. The pod began its rapid descent to the surface. There, we will make the Covenant wish they never landed on the planet. I decided to add part 4 because this wasn't read. Hey, part 4.
All right.
It's 10 minutes later on the same day in the same location. Now we're in the Ash Plains. We were in the mountains and we threw ourselves into the plane.
Nice.
I awoke, still stuck in my pod. 6 hours later. It wasn't 6 hours later, but I'm thinking ODST. He's just, rookie just. Everyone's thinking of the heroic dude, but I'm just thinking of the face he's making underneath that helmet while he's knocked out cold. just
Got jazz going.
I tried to open the door, but the door must have been damaged. I armed the explosive bolts and blew the door open, and I saw James, which was a disturbing sight.
What?
What happened to James?
What?
That's the Kroll joke. Nothing happened to James.
James.
Please tell me there's more.
I was going to say, did we miss something?
He stood with his shotgun at the ready. Although it looked like he already did, he was surrounded by the bodies of Covenant soldiers. That's disturbing. You killed them. There's bodies everywhere, and you're covered in their
that's
blood.
glorious.
Every single one of them.
The barrel of his weapon was dripping with a familiar purple liquid. Well, you've been busy, I said. I don't think anyone ever wants to see a bored ODST, he replies. Where are the others? Grabbing a dead drop warthog? Good. We'll need the speed if Shane is going to use the Havocs. I grabbed the rifle from my pod and a bandolier of hand grenades. That's when a roar of a warthog became discernible from the background noise. Need a lift, or do you guys want to walk? Shane asked. We'll take the ride. The ash is getting thick here, and I don't think we'll be able to make it far. Shane beckoned us on and hit the gas pedal.
Where am I at?
Just bring it.
I mean,
we're getting
since you're the ranged guy, you're probably like 500 meters away. I'm probably gonna take
on
a
an
shot.
aircraft carrier.
Probably gonna take a shot before we even ever get there.
I can see it.
I looked around for any enemies, but there weren't any, which was confusing. We stopped in the LZ, but it was empty. Where the doodle-doo is the enemy? I asked. A low rumble followed the question, and I looked up. A supercarrier slowly slipped under the clouds. A pang of fear struck me. Oh, we're screwed, right? James stated. Move, go! There's a fallout shelter 5.2 clicks away from here, I shouted. 5.2? I was really on the nose with that.
I knew exactly. I could have been more specific.
Where we were.
I shouted. Suddenly, a thin blue beam struck Connor in the side.
Ow.
I too react like that when I get shot by plasma.
Sniper! Shane shouted. We all ducked towards whatever cover we could find. Multiple elites decamouflaged and activated their energy swords. Doodle-doo, it's an ambush, James shouted. I began to fire at the elites, but there was too many. Get Connor and get the hog, I yelled. The supercarrier began glassing. This plane went down the crapper, Connor shouted. We got in the hog and floored it while still under fire. Stay in it, Connor. We'll get you out of here, Shane said. The air became very hot as the carrier's beam got closer. Go to the shelter or there won't be enough of us to bury in a shoebox. Okay, this is the problem. This review is too long and I think I cut off the rest.
Oh no.
Cliffhanger.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bum, bum, bum.
Will we survive?
What kind of hog are we driving where we're all four fitting in it?
Gauss hog.
I
mean, to be fair, this is not a Halo video
I was
game,
gonna
so
say,
someone could
a-
easily just hang out in the back of the truck or something.
A
or
warthog that would be in real life. Where you can
Yeah.
just stuff like 8 people on it if you want.
Connor, I seen what you were doing here. Like the 1, 2. There's no back. It's front, right? There's front too, or is there 4 seats in a Gauss hog? Am I
No,
stupid?
no, there's
You're dumb.
No, what?
There's 3.
There's 3.
Okay, no, yeah,
But in like in reality, like if
No, I
the
was talking
warthog
about-
existed, you could.
no,
oh,
I was going off what because I was telling him how many people were in the hog. He was like going like he was like doing like
oh.
front passenger back 2. And I'm like, no, the back 2 seats are replaced by the hog.
I didn't know that it was a Warthog Grand Cherokee.
Extendo hog.
The track hog.
Guys,
Yeah.
people write fan fictions about us.
So, Halo Infinite. I was going to have a guest on today to talk about it, Mr. Halo Guy himself, but he was unavailable, unfortunately. So he just told me one of the primary things that he argues when it comes to Halo Infinite all the time. And I want your guys' perspective on it, because we've already talked about Halo Infinite's campaign. We've talked about it a little too much, but
No,
One may say I'm a bit fatigued by it, but that's all we have for now.
yes, and probably for a long while. His argument is that Halo Infinite is a perfectly fine game because Halo 4, 5, and Infinite is not Master Chief's story, it's Cortana's story.
I disagree.
that's it. I see where he's coming from. Okay, so basically, I don't think it's Cortana's story. I see it more as a side story. For the Chief, it like the foundation that Halo 4 set down, at least from what I took from it, they wanted to show a more human and emotional side of Master Chief, and they make the best way to do that was to make a side conflict with someone that's helped him for a long time, and it just played with your heartstrings a little bit. I saw Cortana more the side conflict with Cortana not as a main element of the games, and they've done nothing but, I mean, I guess Halo 5 kind of doubled down on it. I mean, Halo 4 was up there, then Halo 5 was like almost the entire point of the game, and then Infinite backtracked again. So I don't think I don't think it's Cortana's story, if that makes sense.
No, I completely agree. I've never seen it that way, just because Cortana's constantly sidelined.
It's an interesting take. I've never heard it before.
He's the only one that I've heard say it, and it's because a Halo guy, I'm going to try to be devil's advocate for him today, which is going to be really hard for me. So please bear with me.
no. Here's the thing. I probably agree with Halo Guy on things the most out of anybody.
If you want, you could be devil's advocate.
Okay,
You're normally
I'll probably have an easier time with it.
Probably.
I
on everything.
But the thing is, the reason I get the reasons I dislike Halo Infinite story, I think, are actually a lot different than you guys.
What's your reasons?
I felt that the soft reboot approach was kind of, I don't want to use this word, but it's the only one I can think of, cowardly.
That's actually a pretty good word, honestly.
I hate that they kept setting up a good story with 4, scrapping it and starting over basically with 5. And then, hey, your story in 5 was not great, but you took that direction. You made your bed, you should lay in it, try and save it instead of just basically making this massive galactic event, which is, the created uprising, because that's huge. And then it's over by the time the next game starts.
What do you mean? There's like 3 books about it.
Shut up. So, like, for me, like, I've always been someone said the direction they went in Halo 5, they should not have gone. But I still was intrigued on where it would go.
Because you're about to have a whole new war.
Yeah. And it was at least set up, built up by that game. And yes, was it maybe not the greatest decision to make Skynet? No. But I was actually excited still. I was like, okay, I still want to see where this goes.
I wish we could find out like what they were like planning for Halo, like the original plan in terms of like writing.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
It wouldn't be
For
too
the
hard. if you
original
find
Halo 6 idea, maybe.
Something like that.
I just the thing is that whenever I'm thinking about these campaigns, the argument is always there. I see it all the time. The trilogy makes sense. They are connected together. There's nothing that disconnects them. They flow really nicely into each other. No, doesn't make any sense. Halo 4 is completely different gameplay from 5 is completely different gameplay from Infinite. Say it with me, everyone. Halo 4 is a great start to a trilogy. Halo 5 is a great start to a trilogy. Halo Infinite is a great start to a trilogy.
There's no good
I was going
beginning.
to say it with you, but that was a lot.
I cannot say the same 3 sentences in a row.
No, it's okay. If you want it, go for it. It self-sanitizes.
It cleanses the brain.
You need some of it too. This is a hard conversation for us, okay? Because, like, listen, we try so hard. I think we try a little too hard to enjoy this game.
That's good.
Yeah, it's because it's like good stuff. Listen, did I tell you about what me and my mom do now?
Yeah, you exchange whiskey.
Expensive whiskey.
Whiskey.
She got me. It's
You've
Long.
been drinking too much whiskey.
How much was that?
Yeah, go for it. It's Long Branch.
How much is that?
I think it was probably 60, 70.
Okay. So, like, expensive whiskey, but not expensive whiskey.
No, we're not talking like the 4 digits. We're probably never going to hit that sort of expensive. But
The first time I went into Giant Eagle, okay, and I was looking around because I was going to an event, and there was a bottle of whiskey for $1,000 at the local Giant Eagle.
Okay, but
Yeah.
what was it?
I don't know.
Were you
paying behind the counter, probably?
No, not even. It was just in a glass case, and there was only one bottle of it.
That's some good stuff right there.
I would imagine.
If you're rich.
Anyway, Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
Thanks, Cheyenne.
Whatever. So,
Buzzkill. No, kidding.
Womp.
I'm
the
kidding.
Shane button.
Fired.
I'm tired of Infinite, and I'm tired of talking about it.
Yeah, I'll throw a twist on it later. Trust me.
Don't worry. We'll talk about it for the next 3 to 4 years.
And until the next game comes out in 3 to 4 years. So, okay, so that's my thing is that yes, that all of it is just a good start to a trilogy. Halo 4 doesn't feel like 5, doesn't feel like Infinite, and I think the primary problem behind that, and I've thought about so many different primary problems because it's like you always figure out another layer to the issue. And I would love someone to just make a compilation of me saying the real problem is, but it's the whole Halo 1, 2, and 3 take place in a 3-month span, and that's one solid story where the mechanics build upon each other, and it's a smooth experience. And the only time that the mechanics change is when you go to ODST, where you're playing as a non-Spartan in the same time frame, or Reach, which is straight up 27 years earlier. Or not Reach. I mean, not 27 years. I was thinking of Wars. My bad. Reach is just like a couple months earlier and different Spartans
I was
entirely.
gonna say that math don't add up. that math don't add up.
It's
Pillar
all-
of
yeah,
Autumn
sorry
had
about
a
that.
long journey.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking of
to.
Could have fooled me.
I was thinking of wars because it has the start of the war. And
We know we
technically
could
it
have
was-
fooled you, Connor.
It was 21 years.
You didn't have to
but-
say it out loud.
You see, I'm fine with them like starting new stories in game, but like I don't think they understand for whatever reason you can wrap up the previous game's story at the beginning of the next game and then start a new one in that game and carry that on. Like have one story go into the next game or so. The game just has to be long enough.
Because seriously, there really isn't a lot of connective tissue. I'm thinking about this now. Like Halo 4's ending is super deep. It's really interesting and it sets up a new form of Master Chief. And then Halo 5 comes in and there's Blue Team, one of the most compelling, deeply well thought out Spartan teams in the entirety of the story. And they barely get any character. They kind of just say things.
I did not care about anyone from Fire Team Osiris or Blue Team. I mean, Buck, I liked Locke. I mean, I was intrigued by Locke, and then I played the game. Yeah,
That's probably a more accurate way to put it.
yeah. No, that's the only way to put it.
Because like it's just weird. Like Halo 4, 5, and Infinite take place over the course of like 7 years. You can't connect a story like that because then you're just sitting there wondering what's happening in between. And then the company is like, you have to read the
Books.
book.
It's only 3 years.
What?
Halo 4, 5, and Infinite.
No.
Yeah. Halo 4 was 2557. Halo 5 was 2558. And Halo Infinite was 2560.
I guess it was just 4 years. Huh.
3.
3. My bad.
Oh, Austin got corrected.
Well, I don't really care.
My one time per season. Let's go.
It's just story doesn't really if it doesn't matter to itself, then I don't care. Because they're trying to tell this connective story, but you have to I don't care what anybody says. If you want to make Infinite make sense, you have to either play Halo Wars or you have to read some of these novels.
Yeah, I ain't reading Chief.
I think part of the problem is Halo 5, well, like I said, direction was probably not the best idea. It still set up a big bad, like a huge villain.
Cortana was a fun twist, even though it was, corporately mandated.
Yeah, they did not. The Banished, I love the Banished, but they do not feel like a galaxy threat.
No, they really don't.
They didn't do a good. They could have made that happen. They just didn't really do a good job of making that, of selling that.
They're also contradictory.
And that goes into what I said. Like, I think instead of like letting people stew on it and backtracking in Infinite, like wrap up or like really like lead into like keep the ending of Halo 5, but have the Banished show up somewhere near the ending of Halo 5.
I'll bet
So
you
at
they didn't even think about it.
No,
yet.
God, no, because they did a complete 180. But this way, it at least makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, have the story with Cortana, have her somehow, some way piss off the Banished, or like work with them somehow, some way. Like the whole conversation she had with Atriox. You want to throw people for a loop and get people excited for the next game. Put that conversation with Atriox towards the ending of Halo 5
I am going to
as
tweak
the
your
legendary
idea.
cutscene or something like that.
How about don't have Chief get knocked out of Infinity? Have the whole whatever happened before be the story, because then you actually get to live through and witness the end of the created while building up the Banished as this new threat.
We would have less to complain about.
That's exactly what I mean. It's just like, if you're going to start a new story in a new game, but like tie up your loose ends, at least tie up your loose ends and make sure the direction you're going is more towards the end of that game. Like give people like something to be excited about.
Because like what happened to Prometheans? Did Cortana lose and they all just disappear?
That's kind of how I've always thought about
That's
it.
exactly what it was supposed to happen. Yeah, after Cortana left, the Prometheans just all vanished.
That's dumb.
It is. It's not very well thought out. Before I go on to the tangent that I was about to go
It's
down,
droid control ship levels of contrived.
they're all broken. The whole thing with the Banished. Did you guys see the most recent? Well, I don't know if it's most recent now, but the most recent post that was made. That's like a new edition of the canon fodder that they're doing on YouTube Shorts now.
We are the Banished.
Yeah, like the explanation of what it means to be banished.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex Wakeford voicing it. I know your voice, dude. Listen, I'm just gonna be real with you, man. Just like, these are SMMV7s. These are really good mics. They're really cheap. Just like pick one up. Not your iPhone. That's what I'm saying. I love you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Your voice is way too good to be restricted by that mic. Anyway, it's a contradiction, in my opinion. Someone could convince me otherwise, I suppose. But this whole thing of it being like, what does it mean to be banished? It means to be striking out against power. It means that you will no longer bend the knee and you will be the one in control. You will essentially become the very thing you hate.
Yes. Yeah, we will never bend the knee, but you will bend the knee to Atriox.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, so
we are free to pillage and plunder where Atriox tells us we can.
So the super interesting religious zealots that have deep characters and a bunch of interesting narrative moments that happen gets replaced by, I'm the one with the power, He-Man. That's it.
I just, this might be a hot take. I think the Banished worked more as a side faction enemy.
They were so sick in Halo Wars.
Yeah, like they're a threat, but like not a like galactic power. They seem more. They felt more like a very powerful band of pirates that worked a lot better for them.
Mm-hmm, especially since they had Sangheili's ship for hire.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have a fleet. I don't even know where that came from. I thought it was way more compelling when I thought the Banished was this small, just off to the side force with this one ship, and then the Spirit of Fire takes it out, and they're all trapped there on the Ark, and now the Spirit of Fire has the advantage. That was awesome. But then no, apparently the Banished has a massive fleet.
Yeah.
When did that happen? I didn't read the novel.
I mean, like, I think of like Outcasts. They like have a whole outpost on this moon over what's the planet? Oh no, I'm losing it.
Netherop?
Yes, over Netherop.
Mm-hmm.
How much resource, like, does
tons?
Is there just no Covenant factions left?
They're on the Halo ring. They're on the Ark, both with full militarized forces. They're on Netherop. They apparently had, I don't know if I'm right about this. Don't take this as
they apparently have whole planets. Like,
they have a ton, but not Doisak.
They blew it up. Cortana.
Get dunked on, idiots.
Cortana blew it up.
Bunch of stupid apes. Anyway,
Connor's very torn up about the Brute homeworld.
Yeah, sorry about that, dude.
Damn.
You call yourself a Brute fan? Did you know that was their homeworld?
I was just trying to watch the cutscene over there, man.
Yeah, it's just what I was gonna say earlier about what could have been. Just picturing after Halo 5. I know it's gonna sound cliche, but just bear with me here for a second. Perfect setup for a Halo.
Wrong pipe. Sorry.
For a Halo
the Brute homeworld.
ODST sequel.
What's it called, Connor?
Doisak.
Okay.
But the Halo ODST sequel. Just another game.
I mean, that could still happen.
But this is why here's why I'm saying that would have been the perfect time to do it. It is stealth fighting. You have no choice but to go stealth. You cannot fight your war on open front anymore because now she's watching. Then they will not refer to her as Cortana. They won't even say her name. She's become Voldemort by that point.
Because that's the thing. That's why I was so excited.
It was so cool.
Because reading the books before Infinite, like, Cortana, they made Cortana very scary.
Yes.
Because, like, the Banished wouldn't even say her name. They called her the Apparition. like, that was cool.
It was.
Like, it built her up to be, like, this just Skynet, pretty much, you know, but, like, you know, when on Netherop the created caught wind of what was going on, they just sent a fleet of Harriers and just annihilated the entire Sangheili flotilla.
Just gone.
Like, and they're like, job's done. Then they left.
Yep.
But
just like picturing how interesting, like it would have been like the COD ghosts of Halo in a way.
Yeah.
You're trying your best to not be noticed by the global powers. You're trying your best to not make yourself known. That would have been a perfect game.
Hey, and also an unrealistic enemy.
Exactly.
The Federation.
The Federation.
South America rises up and takes over the United States.
That could happen.
Remember when like that game was coming out? It's like, from Academy Award winning writer, and I was like, this looks amazing.
I only know trailers by their songs. Was that the one with "Till I Collapse" by Eminem?
I think so. Then again, it's a Modern Warfare, Infinity Ward, Call of Duty.
Yeah.
So
Was that really
It
the
could have
main
had
enemy
any-
of Call of Duty Ghosts?
yeah,
No, I don't
That
know
was
if it
the plot?
I don't know
yeah, that's what the
South
Federation
America
was. It-
was
what was
South America and Mexico all collected into one federation and invaded the United States by stealing, by going into space, and they stole their orbital rail cannon and obliterated
Mhm.
the country with it.
It's actually a really good game. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
It
actually not
is, but
bad.
I forgot that was the major enemy of the game.
Yeah.
I remember now. By the way, it was.
I think they
Survival
got
by
tired
Eminem.
of the Russians, so they were like, let's
Oh,
make up
yeah.
something.
Survival was released for Call of Duty Ghosts,
Yes, it was survival.
which was so
It was
wild.
survival.
Anyway,
I forgot
so
Ghost existed.
What about Extinction?
what about it?
Let's move on.
Say, what about it?
Yeah, Infinite is the setup was beautiful. I would have taken an ODST game. Having Alpha 9 come back, but as Spartans, and now they're superpowered beings that are trying their best to not get noticed by her. That would have been
Apparition.
so compelling. But no, we're scared, so we're going to just start over. But also not completely start over. We're going to scrap most of the game.
They
And-
definitely needed to backpedal a little bit, but I think they have a history of completely backtracking.
I want to say that we're justified here in our frustration.
No, we are.
Like,
We are.
I don't like to be unfair because I know some of these guys now and I know what they're going through.
It's
and
not. It's not really unfair. I'm not going to say it's unfair.
no, I don't. This is genuine disappointment from a fan who has given 343 the benefit of the doubt and actually likes 343 more than Bungie, because Bungie just straight sucked at lore. I'm seeing all these arguments and conversations about like, oh, the humans are Forerunners, the humans are Forerunners, the Forerunners were humans, the Forerunners and humans were different species. Doesn't matter. Bungie never confirmed a single thing. They were they implicated things. They said that maybe that's it. Maybe that's the one. The mystery is the interesting part. That's why you're interested in our story. 343 is like, stop it. Stop.
Get some help.
Get some help. Just explain the story. You
Here's
can
a
make it
trilogy of books from acclaimed author Greg Bear.
cool. Rest in peace, dude.
Damn.
I miss him. He was a great writer. But
The
for real,
Forerunners have no noses.
Voldemort.
They're Voldemort people,
It's just so annoying because
and they're really tall.
because I
Those
love
pipes.
I love 343 storytelling. I love it so much. I just want them to be a good game studio too.
What if the Forerunners were like bugs?
Well, the thing is that, okay, can I go on a short spiel?
Yeah.
The Forerunners and humans are genetically related. Like they look the same because they were made from the same dust.
Yeah, but like, what if instead they were bugs?
Just
Crawlers.
Just dust and echoes.
Yeah.
I just got a mod today and I'm excited to play it. It's called Halo CE Dust and Echoes. The intro is so freaking funny. It's just the end.
Can you not tell me about it? I want to see it.
Yes, I can show you it after we're done.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's so funny.
Okay.
It's because I'll give you the build up. It starts at the line where Cortana's like, there's nothing left, just dust and echoes. And it starts from there. I will show you. It's so funny. Look it up. It is so freaking
I'm
funny.
intrigued.
I will show you. I'm going to play it tonight. I'm super excited
I'm
about
so intrigued.
it. Shout out to the modding community for keeping my love for Halo like really at a high point. You're always making new stuff and it's really cool.
We're gonna play Halo Reach XL here soon.
So, gentlemen, Battle Dudes.
Battle Dudes.
Battle DOODS. Go there. Halo 3 XL series. Just almost finished. There's one more episode to go. But anyway, gentlemen, before we wrap up on Halo Infinite, I just want one thing about the narrative specifically that you appreciate, that you enjoy about the story. Connor, you don't need to answer. It's okay.
He still hasn't played it yet.
Connor was staring a hole through
We need
me.
to get that done. We need to make him play it just so he's played it.
Connor, real quick, just say that you really like Echo 216.
I really like Echo 216.
Cool, thank you.
I tried.
I liked that it seemed like they found a good blend between like the power fantasy chief
Mm-hmm.
and the Chief is actually a person with feelings.
The Halo 4 Chief.
His biceps have armor.
Yeah. Like I feel like they found a good blend between those two. I still am more of a fan of Chief is a person, but I also still love my Halo 3 one-liners.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy it seems they found kind of a blend because he can still have all of his one-liners and be kind of quiet for most of the game while still having some emotionally weighty scenes.
Say all
that
the
one scene with Echo 216. You know the scene.
You.
That is so good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I like that part.
Bring back the original line that no, we need to fight. That was awesome. I didn't need the callback to a line that he already said. I could just go play Halo 2. You already know this about us, 343. We love to replay these games, okay? We don't need callbacks like that. That's just not necessary. Anyway, my thing. You made the Spartan 4s compelling. They are interesting. I now have a newfound interest in them because now it's not just here's some immature 20 to 30-year-old adults who have been given superpowers and now they're super, annoying.
It's basically UNSC Greek life.
Yeah. and they slowly learn what it means to be a Spartan. Granted, you have to know that through implication and just observing. There is no dialogue. There's no conversation. There's no Spartans that you've stuck with since Halo 4 that you can learn from. You could have brought back Paul. I'm going to turn this positive into a negative if I keep talking. Shane, go ahead.
I have something.
You have something?
Well, yeah. And you can cut this out if it's not a thought that you want to share or don't have. But when you first played the game, you came and you were like, okay, there were some issues, but there was this one scene that almost made me cry. The Sam scene.
Yeah.
And I don't think you've ever talked about that and how like it actually had genuine emotions for you.
Well, because if it's anything I can trust 343 to do, it's be able to tie in the books well into the narrative without making it so that it's required. And that's why it really bothers me that Infinite does require some form of background knowledge before playing it. Shane?
Also as an advertising point that it wouldn't. Saying. They were like, they were like, this is a spiritual reboot. I'm sorry, I had to point that out. They're like, it's a spiritual reboot, and then there's so much that you'd be so confused. Like
split screen.
Go ahead, Shane. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Shane.
I didn't interrupt. I just spoke before you got to speak.
I love how you keep talking.
You keep yapping. You can't literally keep yapping. You won't shut up. You keep yapping.
I took a sip of the whiskey. And
yeah. One little sip. I drank almost all that whole thing. I'm feeling it too. Shane, go ahead.
Can I?
Yep.
May I?
Any day.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I said any day.
My big thing was...
We're on the giggle juice.
Can we just be done?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Can we just be done?
Come on, Shane. Go ahead.
Can we just be done?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My big thing with Halo, so it was what was it? Narrative, like favorite. What was the question again?
Just one thing that you like about the Halo campaigns narratively.
I like the dynamic Master Chief had with the weapon. I like how he kind of just grew. He was like I guess like it was character development in Halo Infinite with Master Chief. Like at first, missions changed. They always do. Took her with him. Did everything they had to do with her. Tried like actively lied to her. Tried to delete her. It just was like deeply mistrusting and blamed himself for what happened with Cortana when it was like general knowledge after so many years AI will deteriorate, and he's still sitting there kicking himself in the ass saying he could have done something differently. So mistrusting that again he tried to delete her, the deletion failed, and then she didn't trust him. Like she went from trusting him to him not trusting her, and then as the game went on it kind of flip-flopped. I just think they had a really interesting dynamic, especially towards the end of the game. I guess not towards the end, kind of the middle, like around where the deletion happened. Or I guess attempted deletion happened. That's when things really started to get interesting between them. And then you saw, again, more of a interesting side and human side of Chief. The weapon not clearly like not understanding like why did you try to do that? Why did you try to delete me? You said we were a team, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you don't understand. Like, she trusted me. I couldn't protect her. Same way I can't protect you. Like, stuff along those lines, I thought was it added a very, very good and human dynamic to the chief.
I think you found the one thing that actually is the connective tissue between these 3 games is the fact that Chief feels bad about what happened to Cortana. Womp womp, get over it, dude.
He lost his e-girlfriend.
Anyway, hey, we have a package.
Oh,
Cool.
Yeah, that's right.
It's from Redacted Dylan. If you guys want to send us stuff, P.O. Box is in JumperScape, discord.gg/JumperScape. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It's on the package.
Oh, so it is. You're right. It's Maslin, Ohio 44648, P.O. Box 1122.
We are not from Maslin, Ohio. We are from Florida.
I mean, you guys aren't from Maslin.
Yeah, but I'm not from.
Just open the thing.
We need to be done.
I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time.
We're not.
This is probably
in.
one of the best episodes we've ever had. I don't like you.
Oh.
All right. So can I open this or what? Like,
Can you
can I?
There's a knife over on the table.
It's too late.
grab the
Why do you have a
case?
knife on the table?
It's literally not. It opens this way. It's not. Wait, does it?
It's open.
Okay, so it's a shirt.
Ooh, a shirt.
Okay. What does this say? It's show no mercy. Oh my gosh, is that June?
That goes hard.
That is June.
hard.
That
That's
goes
cool.
so hard.
Oh, that's cool.
Hold on. What size is it? Hold on. Extra large, it's mine.
I was like, maybe Connor, but
No, that's for you.
Yeah, extra large.
This is mine.
big on
It's
me these
this
days.
is tight. Thank you very much. And there's one more thing in here.
Ooh.
Let's see here. It's a book.
I wonder if it's just late birthday presents.
That'd be really funny. It's a copy of Halo Defiance on hardcover. Yeah! Hey, Phoenix Affliction. I got your book in physical copy now. Sorry it got pulled from stores. That's really rough. It did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a rarity.
This is a rarity. Would you guys like me to read you the... Oh, there's stickers in here.
Ah,
Oh.
Damn.
what?
What is it? Oh.
We can't show that on camera. No,
Probably
can, right?
What's your favorite scare? Oh, hey, this is for you.
Oh, that's
Oh, hell yeah.
movie.
That's really cool.
That's hard.
What's your favorite
That goes unbelievably hard.
I didn't get a good look at it. I know it was Ghostface.
Oh, dude, he actually has a really nice picture in the back
This
of this.
looks like something I'd buy off the Call of Duty marketplace.
I would buy it. I would buy it. I mean, I had the Call of Duty Ghostface
Did
skin,
you have? Yeah, I was gonna say you had.
but
it. You were.
I would buy that.
You were one of the
in a
Ghostface
heartbeat.
skins running around on Rebirth Island.
It wasn't just a skin; it was an operator. It had his voice and everything.
Would you guys like me? Would you guys like to hear the first chapter of Halo Defiance?
No,
And
I'm
then-
okay.
And then if I get enough,
I want to know where he got this from.
This takes forever. Actually, I'm not going to read
Online.
this. This is a
I was
really
gonna
long
say that's
chapter.
gonna take a while.
How about instead I'll read the back.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm gonna sit here and look at this.
April 2539. It has been more than a decade since the beginning of the Covenant War that has seen billions dead and colonies falling like dominoes. Humanity is spread thin and running out of time. The Office of Naval Intelligence and their Prowler Corps, a collective of secretive stealth ships, have found the ruthless fleet of particular justice. This is reading it a particular way. Hold on, let me change this real quick. And their next likely target, a planet called Boundary, a rare stroke of luck for the battered United States Nations Space Command. With little time to prepare for or plan, Task Force Commander Captain Alistair Fulton and his small fleet have been dispatched to meet the Covenant head-on. With the help of the hastily formed Teal Team, Arthur 079, Solomon 069, Sheila 065, and Cal 141.
Hey.
I forgot Cal 141 is our actual number. Dang. Captain Fulton and his crew must meet their foe head on to buy time the citizens of Boundary so desperately need to evacuate. And his crew must meet their foe head on to buy time the citizens of Boundary so desperately need to evacuate. Is that correct?
It could be phrased a lot better, but so like
She's the book person.
I kind of the language person. 'Cause
Linguist, certified linguist.
he's buying the noun phrase, buying time that they need to escape.
Mm-hmm.
So usually you would have like by the time or something like that. It's coming off weird because it's a weird noun phrase.
Got you. Okay. Well, an unlikely group of militia and political figures come together with the brave men and women of Task Force Lima to defy the Covenant in what they so desperately seek: the utter annihilation of humanity. Boundary spirit is tough, but will it be enough? So Halo Defiance is about their defiance against the Covenant. I would argue that's the entirety of the war. But,
Wow.
you know, I'll give this a solid read. Your Halo cover, the Halo logo is off center. Listen, it's really easy to dog on this book. And I've had the giggle juice, so it's a little harder. But listen, Alexander, I love you. I'm a big fan of the fact that you just kind of nutted up and made this. Like, no one else is willing to do this. So congratulations on having, like, I am holding a physical copy of your fan fiction, basically. That's awesome. However unfortunate that it did get pulled from shelves, I actually do feel bad for you about that. Should I wrap up now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Before you tell more people that you love them.
Help. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Next week is the end of this season. Next week is going to be a recap of everything that we've gone through, a recap of the year, a recap of the library, and then following that will be the start and the beginning of season 4 with the lore of the library, where we're going to go through all of your Q&A that has been built up over these last few weeks.
I can't
months, whatever. So thank you guys so much.
Can't wait for the high energy at the beginning of the episode and towards the end going, I don't know, Halo 4, I guess.
Thank you guys so much for the time that you've given us and the opportunities that you've offered to us. It's been a fantastic time. And for the Patreon, I'm hoping you're enjoying the video episodes. This is probably going to be how they'll look as they come out on YouTube from now on. So
We have a table now.
yeah, we have a table now. So if you guys have enjoyed this, then please leave feedback. If there's anything that you guys think need to be changed, we'll take that into consideration. I will not listen to you all the time. So if you want to join the Discord, it's discord.gg/JumperScape. If you want to join the Patreon and see what's going on here, it's going to be patreon.com/JumperScape. New benefits coming in all the time. And if you want to greenlight a show, that's ko-fi.com/JumperScape. Although now we're kind of using that more towards benefiting the Discord server, but we'll explain that later on today after this episode is launched in the Discord server itself. So for everyone listening, thank you so much for listening. For those of you who are watching on Patreon, thank you for watching. And for everyone joining us next week, we will see you then.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.